Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling. And man, I really appreciate you guys checking out today's video. I'm going to give you all my second practice day report from here at Lake of the Ozarks. We got our first Toyota Series Plains Division tournament starting tomorrow. Sort of going to give you guys a rundown how the day went, what my plan is for tomorrow, and hopefully it'll help you guys catch a few by the end of the tournament on something I've either learned or something I didn't learn. We'll see how it unfolds here. Also, guys, a couple quick things before we get started. Just want to invite everybody to please consider hitting that subscribe button here at Intuitive Angling. Free and easy to do so. We're truly working hard to try to get to 150,000 subscribers. And also, guys, please check out my Fish of the Moment lake map breakdowns. We got our spring maps up right now. These are maps I build for lakes all across the country for Fish of the Moment. Great resources to learn more about your favorite lake, or get some good spots on the lake that you do go to. So I'll have all that stuff linked in the video description here. I really appreciate it. Okay, guys. Yesterday, like I said, I had a short day. I only had 5 or 6 hours to fish, and I wound up catching 3 keepers. Was not very excited about that. Fishing is brutally tough here right now. I can tell you from everybody I've talked to, from what I've seen. And yesterday, what I did, just to refresh, I started in one area of the lake, fished about half the day there, didn't do any good, took the boat out of the water, ran to a different part of the lake, and wound up catching 3. But it wasn't, the way that I caught them, it wasn't anything that I was excited about. It wasn't like, it's just one here and one there. It was like very random. So today I went to a different part of the lake, trying to get a real good feel for it, because I've had a short practice. I had to drop Elijah off at school this morning, and we got to be off the lake at 2 o'clock today. So did not have a very long day today. And I had one bite all day long. I had one pretty good one. It felt like it pulled off on a jerk bait. That's the only bite that I had. And guys, I don't know, out of all the years that I've been fishing, if I've ever seen so many dead and dying shad. The place I'm in today, guys, it is there. Not only do you see shad on the surface, but you can be fishing down a bank and you look down there and there's just thousands of shad that are just on their way out. They're dying. They're everywhere. And on top of that, it looks like the dang lake is turning over. There's a bunch of this nasty plankton and algae floating to the surface. So you got this weird turnover, and you've got this massive shad die off, and it's hard to get a bite, man. I don't know if I've ever been to a tournament where I've talked to so many people that have not even got a bite in practice as it has here, which is very rare for this lake, because Lake of the Ozarks is normally a pretty good winter lake. But like I said, we're right in the middle on top of this massive shad kill. It's like happening as I'm talking right now. So given that, it's going to be a super tough tournament. So for me, it's like, I have got to figure out what I'm going to do tomorrow. And I've been thinking about it, sort of the end of the day right here. I got to get ready to get off the water here pretty quick. But I made a decision tomorrow. I'm going to go practicing again. I caught 3 yesterday, but I just don't feel good about it. I don't feel like I can go in there and have a chance to make a top 10 in the tournament or finish high in the tournament. And you can't, unless you put yourself in position to have a high finish, you're never going to have a high finish. So you can't fish scared. You can't go where you think you're going to get a bite. Sometimes you have to start the morning of the tournament with a fresh slate, start all over again, and try to figure out something. And sometimes that's the right decision, and sometimes it's not. But tomorrow, there's a part of the lake that I wanted to go into yesterday, and I couldn't because it was frozen over. And we had quite a bit of thawing last night, quite a bit of the lake thawed out. So I think by tomorrow, I should be able to get in there. And a good thing about it is nobody's been in there fishing because it's been frozen for the last week and a half. So that's my plan. I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to probably spool up different rods and just start from scratch, start fresh, see if I can, use the first day of the tournament as another practice day and find something that's working current. So much of the stuff, guys that have been down here a long time practicing, you get fishing history and you get a fish stuff that was working 3 or 4 days ago and it's not working now. But that's my plan, is like I said, the areas that I'm going to fish tomorrow, I have not practiced in. I got no clue how it's going to turn out. But based upon my experience in fishing, I think this is the best decision for me to make. So main thing is there's a lot going on in these tournaments here. Number one, if you don't win these tournaments, you're not going to make any money. You can't make any money in any tournament unless you finish in the top 5 in the tournament. Everything else, you're just paying for your lunch money if you make a check. So if you're going to have any type of a windfall profit, you have got to put yourself, in the position to catch those quality fish. So that's what I'm going to try to do, is give myself an opportunity for that tomorrow. And, it's just one of those big mysteries in fishing. You never know how it's going to turn out. Bass fishing, tournament fishing, is all about making the right decisions. And if you make the right decision, everybody thinks that you're freaking awesome and you're an awesome fisherman. But if you don't make the right decision, people think you're clueless, even though you're just as good as you were if you'd have made the right decision. And you can only do so much. It's like you've only got so much time. You can't try everything. You can't fish everywhere on the lake. You have to really analyze the situation and determine what you think is the best part of the lake with the best technique and roll with it. So we'll see how it goes with that. I'll give you guys an update how it goes tomorrow, first tournament day, and we'll keep you guys abreast as the week goes on. So anyway, guys, really appreciate you tuning in. We'll talk later. See you.